Okay, this reading is going to be all about what type of infernal being are you? So if you were drawn to this reading, more than likely you are drawn to the infernal realm at the very least, and at the fullest extent, you are from the infernal realm or you've had prominent incarnations or workings within that realm. Now, I recommend checking out the Are You From the Infernal Realm reading that's a yes or no reading before you click on this reading, just because if you don't resonate with the infernal realm and then on top of that you get a no, then it may not be for you, this reading right here. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, just so you're not wasting your time or anything like that. So go ahead and do that first, and then once you get a yes, then come on over to this reading. So you have 5 different options. You have option 1, or the dragon. It's also the serpent symbol here. Option 2, or the skull or the shell. Option 3, or the spiral or the little jar. Option 4, the arrow or the skull, and option 5, the star or the owl key. So to go ahead and tune in and choose the number that is for you, and then I'm just gonna jump right in. It's gonna be a short reading. It's not gonna be really long and drawn out. Those of you who chose 1, I'm not getting a lot of infernal vibes here. I'm getting more dragon vibes. So you could have been a fire dragon, or someone who is a dragon that incarnated in the infernal realms as an infernal dragon. You're probably drawn to the color red. You're probably drawn to fire. You probably love dragons. You probably dream of dragons. You enjoy dragon movies. You're just very drawn to dragons or serpents, I want to add. If you chose 2, you are a succubus or incubus, or you are drawn to succubus or incubus. So you probably have a connection to Lilith. That might even be why you connected with this reading. That might be why you were drawn to this reading. You have an alluring sexual energy. You know how to absorb sexual energy. You know how to do sex magic. And you can actually use your sexual energy to harm or to heal. If you chose 3, you're a vampire. You might have incarnated as a literal vampire, similar to the vampires of lore that, were on Earth, or you are an energy vampire connected to the infernal realms. Either way, definitely connected to the infernal realms, definitely vampiric. And also there are different types of vampires. So not all vampires are sanguine or blood vampires or energy vampires. There's all different types of vampires, but it essentially means that through your energy vortexes, you can actually absorb energy, and you can use that to harm or to heal. Believe it or not, you can actually use vampirism to heal people if you choose to. So I also want to say real quick, I recommend being mindful with how you use your vampirism, as a human in this incarnation, and be very selective. So if you chose 4, then you have incarnated as a literal quote unquote daemon. Now you guys know how I feel about the term daemon, okay, and what it really means, divine intelligence. But for the sake of people understanding, when I'm referring to a daemon, I'm talking about like the goetic spirits, the Kipothic spirits, okay? That's what I mean. So you were a daemon in a past life. You probably work with daemons or you feel drawn to them in this lifetime. I also want to add, I feel like many of you have had lovers with daemons as well. And I really recommend getting into working with them if you're not already. And if you see a version of your higher self, you might be afraid because you don't realize that your higher self is actually infernal, because that is where you're from. So don't be afraid. And if you chose 5, you are a Jinn. You probably have Persian ancestry or Arabic ancestry in the physical 3D. You would do well with Jinn magic. I don't recommend doing Jinn magic whereby you actually control Jinn, but just where you're working with them. You may have King Paimon as a guardian, but yeah, definitely picking up Jinn energy. Also, like 1, you were probably drawn to fire. If you were drawn to both 1 and 5, you probably incarnated as both dragon and Jinn. Also, I want to mention, if any of you guys were drawn to multiple symbols and piles, then that just means you probably incarnated as all those things, or you have all those things like on your spiritual team. So I know this was a quick reading. I hope it resonated. Take it resonates, leave the rest, as this is a general reading. If you really want to know about your specific akashic records regarding this, then definitely hit me up for a private reading. Also, I will never DM you or email you asking you if you want a reading, or comment on a post asking if you want a reading. So if you ever see that, that is not me, it is a scam. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more readings. Take care.